From Mumbai. Archana, it does seem rather ambitious, doesn't it?
It certainly seems ambitious, and most analysts are saying, especially the revenue and the budget deficit targets. But remember, Ranil Wickremesinghe here is trying to balance two things. One, meeting conditions set by the IMF as for the bailout package. And secondly, he's also keeping a keen eye on the upcoming presidential elections in 2024. So when it comes to the revenue side, the focus is on raking up state revenues, and a large chunk of that the government projects should come from tax revenues. They are projecting a 47% increase in tax revenues for 2024, and most of it from taxes on goods and services. Now, remember, state revenues was one of the points on which the government Sri Lanka faltered in the IMF conditions, and hence the second tranche of the bailout money was also delayed. So that's a keen focus. And if we look at the expenditure side, even that is going up by 33%. A large chunk, almost half of the state's expenditure for next year would be on repaying debt, some of the principal amount and interest payments on the debt. And the second largest chunk would be an increase in government servant salaries as well as state pensions. Now, analysts say this is keeping an eye, to improve living conditions for the middle class. This is a direct handout and a dole out to the middle class, and is seen in light of the upcoming presidential elections. The government and the central bank in Sri Lanka has projected a growth for next year, 3.3% growth, while the economy would contract by 2% in the current fiscal. A lot of things to manage, and the president, who's also the finance minister, has said that the government would focus on bringing the economy out of the crisis, and this budget would also be focusing on that.